Welcome everyone, I'm the Tailorette and I will be focusing on how to fit a bodice custom to your size. So here's the deal, when you've picked out a pattern that you actually really like but you're not sure what size you are, you might be in between, or it just seems a little bit sketchy about the sizing, I would err on the larger size. So I have my pieces cut out and my customer is actually an in-between size. She's not right on a size. So I cut the larger one and I'm going to size it down from there. So here I'm taking the basic bodice pieces, the back piece, and the two front pieces, and I'm just going to sew them according to a 5/8 inch seam, which the pattern suggests. So I sewed them together, the side seams and the shoulder seams, and I'm going to go to the iron and just press the seams out just so I can have a flat look at what it looks like. So this is how this works. I basically put the base of the bodice together of how they constructed it. So this is how this works. I put the bodice together based on how they told me to. I put the darts in the front. I also folded over the front where they have me overlap. So this is how it's going to look finished. It's not finished here, but this is basically how it's supposed to close. And you can see there's a lot of extra room here. So what I'm going to do is pin this up because this is going to overlap 5/8 of an inch. So I'll pin this going all the way up because that's what it's going to be like once it's done, and there needs to be room for buttons. Alright, so I have that all pinned together, and as you can see there's just a lot of bagginess going on here. So what I'm going to do is I'll come back here. I'm going to turn around and do this so you can see it. I basically grab it so that it feels nice and tight here on the back seams. So that's what it looks like from the back. From the front, when I grab it in like this, that's what it looks like. It's just pulling it in down at the bottom, and I kind of eyeball it to see if it's about even. I'm pretty good at knowing what measurements look like, so you might need to use a measuring tape. For me, I don't have to do that. So I'm basically going to go all the way up to the armholes, and this is going to make the armholes smaller, so I'm going to have to cut the armholes larger so the arms can fit through. So I'm basically pinning it. I'll do it from this angle so you can see. Basically grabbing on both sides, and I'm going to pin this side at the top. I do the bottom and the top first, and then I do the in-between here. This is a custom fit. Now there's other mathematical ways to do this, but this is how I fit my bodices. I just find that it works best when you're especially doing custom measurements. It's a lot faster than doing all this mathematical equations on paper, in my opinion at least, just because that's not how I operate and think. Alright, so these are like the wings, I guess you could say. I don't know. I don't think this top part needs to be taken in. It looks pretty good. Here are the darts, and I'm actually going to take them in because this was designed to have bust pads up here. I don't want to do bust pads, so I'm going to take in these darts a little bit, and the pattern does say that. But however, I'm just going to mark how high I'm going to take it in. It doesn't need to be taken in down here, but maybe just a little bit up here. So I'll just take in the darts, take in the sides, these wings back here, and I will show you how that looks once it's done. Alright, so I took the bodice off of the mannequin and I'm literally going to stitch where the pins are. You can, if you want, draw a line where the pins are, saving time. I'm just going to stitch where the pins are and take them out as I go. Here we go. Do this. Make it a straight line right there. Just doing a regular stitch Other side seam. And when you're pinning, it helps to have wherever you're stitching the pins pointing up towards the machine, because then you can just pull by the little knob here. I mean, people don't like to do that because as they're sewing, they might snag their fingers on there, but if you can handle the snagging, I'm used to being stabbed, so it doesn't bother me. So I'm working on the dart part, and sometimes it helps to just use some sort of straight line. It doesn't have to be a particular ruler or anything, but basically this is where how high I want it. I'm just going to draw a line, a tentative line, pin it down so that there's no rippling on the other side. Go just a little above that pin. I just feel like it can go a little bit higher. And repeat that with all of the darts, and we'll see how that looks. All right, so let's see how this fits. Pin this down here, and remember, Civil War bodices are supposed to fit really snug. And this is the finished look. I feel like the fit looks really good all the way around, and it's a smooth fit. The only thing is the sleeves I'll have to cut open a little bit because I took in the armholes as well as the side seams. So just literally going to cut. However, when I open the armholes, I want to be careful what I do up here because the Civil War era has the shoulder seams going down over the arms, so I don't want to mess with this part up here. But down here, to have more arm room, I am going to cut this open just a little bit. And whatever I do on this side, actually I'm going to trim just like a 1/4 inch off here. Whatever I do on this side, I'm going to mirror it on the other side. Just the way I did it on this side so it looks even. So I'm basically just opening this up because that's the last thing you need when you're wearing a Civil War dress, to be more confined in the arms. So I feel like that should be good right there. So this video is done. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I actually have more videos coming out. I'm getting back in the swing of my YouTubing. I have a lot of interesting content coming out. So also like this video if you enjoyed watching my video. See you all next time. Hey everyone. Okay, let's loosen up. We're focusing on how to fit a bodice custom. How to fit a bodice customly. A bodice custom to your size. Or somebody else's size. Someone's size. So this video is done. Don't forget to take my glasses off.